watching KOMO News at 6.
I feel as if the other passenger should know.
She has no right to spread it to everybody else.
I mean, maybe you have to put her in custody. She's going to put everybody else at risk. I mean, I don't want to catch tuberculosis.
Covering Pierce County, a Tacoma woman with tuberculosis has been ordered to isolate at home or be sent to jail. A judge set a 5 p.m. deadline for her to begin her quarantine.
Sheriff's deputies say they saw her roaming around the city with an active TB infection. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live at the Pierce County Courthouse. And Jeremy, this woman has been given court orders in the past. Why hasn't she been arrested?
Now, that's the question everybody I talked to has been asking. When I took that to the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, they told me that they will now try to get her into custody after today's contempt of court order. This is at least the 16th time this woman has been accused of violating health orders, and the health department says she has been going around the city with an active TB case, putting others at risk of catching the infectious disease. Court filings say a woman with tuberculosis isn't isolating or getting treatment for her infection. And now the Tacoma Pierce County Health Department says she was even seen leaving her house, getting on a city bus, and then going to a casino, all while sheriff's deputies were watching her.
They got to have her get treatment. It's too irresponsible. She has no right to spread it to everybody else.
The woman's identity hasn't been released.
I feel as if the other passenger should know.
Something people who we talked to at Tacoma today say isn't right.
If she does not want to go, I mean, that is her right if she doesn't want to go, but at least tell her not to ride the same kind of buses that other passengers are riding on.
The health department lawyers say any further delay with this woman causes a risk of serious harm by exposing the community to tuberculosis. Health officials say they have tried for a year to get the woman to receive treatment with no success.
I don't want to pry in your business, ma'am, but I think this is a serious matter.
There are only about 15 to 20 cases of TB in Pierce County every year. The disease is very treatable, but if left untreated, could be deadly. State law gives health officials and local sheriffs the power to detain people with TB in a facility until they're treated and it's safe to release them.
I mean, maybe you have to put her in custody. She's going to put everybody else at risk. I mean, I don't want to catch tuberculosis.
The judge's order says the woman shall be detained in jail for 45 days while she receives treatment and isolates. We're told the jail staff here that they do have the facilities to detain somebody with a TB infection. One of the questions we asked the health department today was, is there concern that anybody else from that bus or at the casino could have been infected with tuberculosis, and are they checking on that? They did not respond to that question. Reporting live in Tacoma, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
Developing now, just hours ago, a federal judge in Texas ordered a hold on the U.S. approval of the abortion medication mifepristone. The medication has been widely used since 2000. The move is unprecedented as there is no history of a single judge overruling a medical decision by the FDA. The new ruling will not go into effect for 7 days to allow the government time to appeal. Earlier this week, Governor Inslee announced our state had begun stockpiling abortion medication in preparation for this decision. In a tweet this evening, Inslee said, quote, "This court ruling by a Trump-appointed judge in Texas will not affect access to this medication, which has been used safely for 2 decades. In a separate case, Attorney General Bob Ferguson announced that a federal judge in Spokane has barred the FDA from doing anything to reduce the availability of mifepristone in Washington State, D.C., and 16 other states that sued the administration over access to the drug. The search for a missing woman last seen at a Seattle Mariners game may hinge on cell phone records of the man who took her to the ballpark on a date. That man is now in jail, and KOMO's Joel Marino was in court today to hear the evidence laid out against him. Joel?
Mary, Brett Gitchell is not only a suspect in the disappearance of Leticia Martinez Cosman. Prosecutors say he also went to the missing woman's home, kidnapped her adult son, and tried to strangle him. Leticia Martinez Cosman took a selfie in the stands at T-Mobile Park with her first-time date, Brett Gitchell, who sits beside her. Police arrested Gitchell shortly after her disappearance. He was due to go before a judge for what prosecutors say he did to Martinez Cosman's autistic son, just a day after she went missing.
Brett kidnapped her disabled son and attempted to strangle him to unconsciousness.
Prosecutors say Gitchell drove to Martinez Cosman's home and told her son his mom was hurt and he needed to get in the car. Somewhere in Renton, investigators say Gitchell put a bag over the son's head and tried to choke him to death, but the son broke free and called police. A friend of the missing woman calls it shocking.
That certainly adds a whole new element to what has happened.
A judge found probable cause to hold Gitchell for attempted murder, kidnapping, assault, and theft over what happened to the missing woman's son. As for Martinez Cosman, prosecutors say Gitchell's cell phone records may point to where they can find her or possibly her body.
Historical data also shows him driving to a remote mountainous region of King County.
While there's been no sign of Martinez Cosman since last Friday, police did find her car in Beacon Hill. Prosecutors say Gitchell set it on fire, possibly to conceal evidence.
There's foul play. That's what immediately came to my mind, and we're all still trying to hope for the best.
Because Gitchell refused to leave his jail cell today, no bail was set. He's due back in court tomorrow to sort all that out. Reporting live, Joel Marino, KOMO News.
Joel, thank you. A man convicted of killing 2 people and putting their bodies into a suitcase has been sentenced to 46 years in prison. Michael Dudley of Burien was found guilty of the murders of his tenants, Jessica Lewis and Austin Wenner, back in September. Prosecutors say Dudley killed them because he believed they were stealing from him. KOMO's Paul Rivera was in the courtroom for the sentencing. He'll give us an update coming up at 6:30. Improving public safety is at the top of mind for many Seattle voters, and the city council candidates who've been pushing that issue are leading in early fundraising for this year's election. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels is in one of the districts where public safety appears to be resonating. Chris?
Yeah, Eric, we are in District 1 that includes West Seattle and SoDo. It's been represented by Lisa Herbold for several years. It's also an area that's had its issues with crime and homelessness. Well, now the man who has made that his platform, improving public safety, is leading in fundraising here, and it's a trend across the city.
This is Alaska Junction.
West Seattle has a small town quality.
Yeah.
Where one candidate
VoteRobSoccer.com
is hoping his roadside message and backstory continues to resonate.
Heard 30 gunshots. 30 gunshots. Thank God no one was injured, killed, harmed. A nearby home, one of my neighbors, had their home turned into Swiss cheese.
Rob Saka says that shooting at an RV encampment last December prompted him to run for office for the first time.
I just know we need better response times. We don't have good response times right now.
How do you fix public safety? How do you fix the police department?
We need to hire, promote, train, and grow the right number and the right kind of police officers.
The Air Force veteran and current tech exec has talked about improving public safety and received the most donations of any candidate in his district. It has been a message that has worked early in the campaign.
Public safety is my priority, I would say.
Maritza Rivera qualified for the Democracy Voucher Program within days in D4, and Tanya Wu leads all challengers in the race to unseat Tammy Morales in District 2.
I think we need people who are on the streets who see what's happening.
They are also first-time candidates like Saka.
And I'm fed up with the dysfunction as usual in Seattle City Hall.
The number of people living on the streets has gone up. How do you fix that?
Crucial element going on, not a lot of accountability. The homelessness crisis in this city that was declared, 7-8 years ago, has devolved into a homelessness catastrophe of epic humanitarian proportions. Shame on us for allowing people to live in the street like this. Shame on us for not demanding better accountability for outcomes.
Saka and the others believe it will be the message in a potentially city-changing campaign this year. The executive director of the Fremont Chamber of Commerce, Pete Hanning, has raised more money in District 6 than the incumbent there, Dan Strauss. Saka is currently fundraising in this district. There are 6 other candidates running in West Seattle, former Amazon worker and labor activist Marin Costa and Philip Tobel, who took on Lisa Herbold 4 years ago, also running in this district. That's the story for now. Live in West Seattle, I'm Chris Daniels, KOMO News.
Chris, thank you. New tonight, one of 3 gun measures being discussed in the state legislature has passed the state Senate. House Bill 1143 passed the state Senate. It would require a permit to purchase firearms, safety training, and a 10-day waiting period. It now heads back to the House. House Bill 1240 would ban the sale, transfer, and manufacture of 50 gun models in Washington state, including AR-15s. It would not impact guns already owned, and there would be exemptions for police and military. And Senate Bill 5078 would require the firearms firearms industry to take reasonable measures, to prevent guns from being purchased by traffickers and people who pose risks to others. And today's KOMO Pulse poll talks about those gun control measures.
KOMO's Preston Phillips looking at the numbers from the live desk. Preston?
Quite a few people have voted, and these are the results here. And this is the question we're asking this evening. Are you in favor of tighter restrictions on gun owners and manufacturers in Washington State? Right now, 76% of voters say no. 21% say yes. To vote right now, you can scan that QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to KOMOnews.com where you can cast your vote. We're always committed to being your voice on the issues that matter most. Our local KOMO Pulse poll is a great way for you to speak out and have your voice heard.
Not a bad day to get outside, but enjoy it while it lasts because it's going to be a different story this Easter weekend. Let's get to meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell to tell us just how grisly it's going to get when the Easter Bunny hops into town.
Yeah,
Shannon?
Hopping through some big puddles, that's for sure. You know, we do Easter on the wetter side once in a while around here. This one will just have to lean into it because this rain is making a beeline for western Washington. And once it kicks into high gear, it's here to stay. A rainy Saturday and Easter Sunday to follow. If you have egg hunts in mind either day. If the bunny's coming to visit, you are hoping to get outdoors for some brunch, might need to bring the festivities indoors because the storm this weekend looks a lot like the one we're wrapping up right now. Double Bluff Beach, you finally were able to dry out. You had a good 36 hours solid of that rainfall. Most of us did. Just such a slow moving disturbance, much more reminiscent of what we see in autumn instead of April around here because that rain was just so persistent. It's still here in many cases too. It's just finally starting to peter out here on the east side of King and Thurston counties. So as we head into the Easter holiday weekend, the next storm kicks into high gear. Starts getting going already tomorrow, but heavy rain at times, especially over the Kitsap and the Olympic Peninsulas on Easter Sunday, may be impacting a lot of these events, including the big parade going on this weekend in Snohomish. I'll have the forecast for next week. Many kids on spring break. That's coming up next.
Holiday health risks.
Found concerning levels of cadmium or lead.
What Consumer Report says are the types of chocolates you're going to want to avoid putting in your Easter basket.
Expanding the rights of sexual assault victims under a new proposed law. We're talking with advocates about what could change under this new bill on tonight's Operation Crime and Justice.
And ahead is 6:30. Safety concerns at SeaTac Airport.
I just hope that the TSA security keeps us safe.
Just how many weapons the TSA has found so far this year and the recent discoveries that have agents on alert.
Next week on GMA.
Pierce County Sheriff's Office is praising its deputies tonight for the takedown of a 27-year-old burglary suspect by using non-lethal beanbag rounds fired from a deputy's shotgun. So this body cam video here released today shows deputies following a man back on March 25th who they say had just committed a burglary at an orthodontist office in South Hill, carrying a large machete with the blade hidden inside the sleeves of one of his sweatshirt. So he kept walking. His deputies told him to stop and surrender several times. When he neared a busy McDonald's drive-thru, deputies attempted to stop him in his tracks, shooting him with non-lethal rounds, which didn't work. Then they finally led him to this little parking lot here, but he did drop the machete. He kept going. The beanbag shots didn't work, so they shot him a couple more times, and eventually he sat down in the parking lot and then surrendered laying down, was treated for minor injuries. Pierce County Sergeant Darren Moss narrated the body cam video released today, and at the end saying, "Fantastic job."
State lawmakers are looking at ways to improve the way that sexual assaults are investigated. The idea is to encourage more survivors to report the crimes when they happen.
The measure would expand training for law enforcement and prosecutors who handle these cases, which advocates say are severely underreported.
KOMO's Lynn Ann Wynn takes a look at what would change under the proposed law in tonight's Operation Crime and Justice report.
For decades, Jorge, who preferred we only use his first name for this story, harbored a secret about what happened to him as a child.
When I was 7 years old, I was abused for a friend of my father.
Jorge never even told his wife of more than 25 years until he saw how she was struggling to move past her own assault, which happened at work.
And I shared with her. She understood me, and we cried.
Both have worked through years of therapy with the King County Sexual Assault Resource Center to come to terms with what happened.
The best thing is the forgiveness. When we forgive the person, the aggressor, we start releasing everything we have inside.
State lawmakers are now looking at improving how sexual assault investigations are handled for survivors like Jorge and his family.
I think about 1% of people that are charged receive felony charges and are convicted who do sexual assaults.
House Bill 1028 expands training for law enforcement and prosecutors who interact with victims of sexual assault and gender-based violence.
When there's more training, there are better outcomes.
Investigators already get this training through the Criminal Justice Training Center, which includes working with live actors in scenarios mimicking what they might encounter on the job.
Did you want that to happen?
No.
Okay.
The proposed law would expand this training to include prosecutors, investigative commanders, and patrol officers, who are often some of the first people victims encounter.
Understanding trauma and some of the reactions that could result from trauma, and just being able to read that.
The bill also includes provisions for police departments and other agencies to review old cases to see where they can improve.
There's been a narrative of these cases of skepticism and doubt. So we're hoping that some of this training and legislation instills confidence and that offenders are held accountable.
They need to understand people's reactions to sexual assault. They need to be providing best practices, and they need to sort of reassure victims that coming forward was the right thing to do.
In the meantime, Jorge hopes by sharing his story, others might be encouraged to speak up and start their own healing process.
There is help, and they can ask for help. There is the right. And even though nothing happened in the court or in the police, there is help.
Reporting in King County, Lynanne Wynn, Como News.
The bill would also increase the statute of limitations to prosecute sex offenses and strengthen victims' rights, like having an advocate with them through the legal process. It's already passed in the House and is now working its way through the state Senate.
Shannon, I think if I was the Easter Bunny, I would just keep going all the way to Maui.
I think a lot of people are hopping away to Maui or even to Eastern Washington, somewhere else this weekend, because, boy, it is going to be a soaker of a holiday around here, for better or for worse. And at this point, we're embracing it. A look right now over the quad, because we did manage to break out into some sun at times today. Beautiful picture from Amy, otherwise known as Lovin' PNW Girl. She moved here. She absolutely loves it. She's always taking pictures from one corner of the Northwest to the other just to show it off. And I think this really shows off the quad at the University of Washington. All of that beautiful pink just in time for Passover, and now Easter around the corner too. We are enjoying a drier break, but the rain goes right into high gear mode again by Saturday. And Sunday, it looks extra heavy at times, especially near Hood Canal, over the Kitsap and the Olympic Peninsulas. So once the rain kicks in, we'll have a hard time, unfortunately, turning off the spigot for our Easter activities. Right now, the sun is setting over Elliott Bay, and it's a pretty good-looking Good Friday evening. Temps are back into the low 50s right now. We made it into the mid-50s this afternoon. Still a steady barometer and a steady southwesterly breeze that will pick up and intensify as we head into the holiday weekend. Right now, we're just trying to drag out the last of this system. It has really been dragging its feet here since Wednesday. It's been around here for about 48 hours. The last of it is winding down over Enumclaw and Maple Valley. Some areas on the east side just haven't had a break from the rain at all today either. So even though we're starting to enjoy a little bit more sunshine around the sound, that has not been the case everywhere. Temperatures 40s to low 50s right now, so we're heading into our Friday evening with pretty typical temps. As we head into the weekend, though, atypical wet weather, because it's going to be much more of a fall-like storm than the quick movers we generally see as we head into spring. Futurecast shows how the rain is going to take over pretty quickly by Saturday. Here we are at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you see there are some drier areas out there, but overall the rain is starting to move in from the coast to the Cascades. And then look at it really intensify just in time for Easter morning. This is 5 o'clock. You see the solid rain up and down the I-5 corridor just in time for that Easter sunrise, and it keeps on going. Look at the heavy rain there over the Kitsap and the Olympic Peninsulas by the time we're starting to wrap up the afternoon. Rain not wrapping up at all, so that's a SOG fest of an Easter to be sure. Now, in terms of the rainfall, this is a lot. Again, considering we're in April and usually these storms come and go pretty fast, a good 1.5 inches expected between now and Sunday evening, even in Seattle. Nearly 2.5 inches expected in the gauge there in Bremerton, and over 3 in the Bucket and Forks. So this is really going to be a wet holiday weekend around here. Overnight tonight, we have a break from the rain, so just spotty showers with some nice starry breaks. Enjoy them. They're not going to last for very long. Clouds and eventually the rain taking over tomorrow, and the mid-50s we had today, which were pretty normal, well, they drag on back into the upper 40s to about 50 in Bremerton and Bellevue tomorrow. Breezy, too, so it will feel even cooler. We've got small craft advisories, if not some gale warnings, through Admiralty Inlet and the beaches. Highs around 50 from Ocean Shores to Olympia, and at least the spotty showers, first of all, are more hit and miss, but are also warmer for most of eastern Washington. Low to mid-60s there in the Tri-Cities tomorrow. So again, even heading into eastern Washington is a nice escape. You mentioned Maui. That sounds fantastic too, Eric. But most of us probably sticking around here. Rain at times both Saturday and especially for Easter Sunday. And it is spring break for so many of the local districts next week. Starts out kind of rough. We've got showers and thunderstorms and only 40s Monday and Tuesday. But look at that brighter 58. We'll take that by the time we hit Friday.
Well, it's going to feel warm.
It will.
Thank you.
Sure.
Keeping an eye on your holiday candy.
The dangerous material that could be in your Easter basket and what treats you may want to avoid. We'll be right back. Monday morning, why it's about to get loud in a part of western Washington, plus eating healthy on a budget. Consumer Reports surprising advice for saving money and your appetite. Join us Monday. KOMO Morning News begins at 4:30.
Working in an office.
Easter and chocolate, the two go hand in hand.
They sure do. And before you unwrap those chocolate eggs in the Easter basket this Sunday, Consumer Reports says there are some treats you might want to leave hidden in the grass.
KOMO's Holly Menino explains.
Chocolate eggs, chocolate bunnies, chocolate in so many different shapes and sizes. They're bound to make your kids just downright giddy. But Consumer Reports found something concerning during its recent investigation into dark chocolate that you should know about.
We tested 28 dark chocolate bars and found concerning levels of cadmium or lead, two toxic heavy metals in most of them.
For 23 of the bars, eating just an ounce a day would put an adult over a level that CR's experts and public health authorities say may be harmful.
Kidney damage, hypertension, and reproductive issues are just some of the various health problems associated with consistent long-term exposure to heavy metals. And the risks for kids are even greater.
In young children, even small amounts of metals can cause developmental problems, affect brain development, and lead to lower IQ. The industry has taken notice. The National Confectioners Association, an industry trade group, has said that lead reductions can be expected within the first year of implementing new handling practices, though it says lowering cadmium may take longer. Now, you may be wondering about milk chocolate, which is probably the majority of chocolate your kids will get, and most of what makes up Easter candy.
Milk chocolate tends to have lower levels of heavy metals, but you're typically trading that off with a lot more added sugars.
CR's experts suggest following a rule that could apply to all chocolate. Consume it as an occasional treat. Holly Menino, KOMO News.
And by the way, chocolate can have some health benefits. Cacao contains flavonols. Those have been shown to help blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and lower cholesterol.
It was a criminal case that began on the shores of West Seattle 3 years ago after remains were found in a suitcase. But now a judge has sentenced a killer. What the family of the victims is also saying.
It's a busy day here at the airport and through TSA. The warning that they're sharing after they found 3 guns in travelers' carry-on luggage here at SeaTac International Airport.
You love.
You're watching KOMO News.
Today, family members directed their anger at the man who murdered a couple and then stuffed their bodies into a suitcase. Michael Dudley was sentenced by a King County judge to more than 46 years behind bars.
KOMO's Paul Rivera was in court and spoke to the victims' families.
In King County Court, family of Austin Wenner and Jessica Lewis spoke directly to the killer, Michael Dudley.
This is a picture of my son, who Michael Dudley took away.
In June of 2020, investigators were called out to a suitcase found along Alki Avenue Southwest in West Seattle. In it were the remains of the couple who had also been shot. Dudley, their landlord, was arrested. He also spoke before the judge made a decision on how long he'll remain behind bars.
Whatever the sentence that you choose to give me, I don't object. I'm sure the truth will come out.
But the truth for the family members of Austin and Jessica was that Dudley needed to be held responsible.
High end of the range on both murder counts.
Dudley listened as she sentenced him to more than 46 years. Handcuffed and led out of the courtroom, he stared into the camera, silent as he walked by.
Of course, it brings us some closure.
Jessica's aunt, Gina Joski, and Austin's parents, Charlene Krenz and Dean Wenner, spoke after the sentencing.
Jessica and Austin can rest in peace knowing that their killer has been put in jail for the rest of his life.
Despite the decision, adding that their families won't be the same.
My last voicemail from him was on Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Give me a call. I love you.
Dudley, who is now in his mid-60s, will be around 110 years old when released from prison. In West Seattle, Paul Rivera, KOMO News.
All right, thanks, Paul. We're always committed to being your voice on the issues that matter most. Our local KOMO Pulse poll, it's a great way for you to speak out and have your voice heard. This is the question we're asking this evening. Are you in favor of tighter restrictions on gun owners and manufacturers here in Washington state? This is Democratic state lawmakers are working to enact some of the strictest gun laws in the country. 76% say no, 21% say yes. To vote right now, you can scan that QR code there on your screen. It'll take you directly to KOMOnews.com where you can cast your vote.
A busy day at SeaTac International Airport ahead of spring break and Easter weekend. Yesterday, TSA workers found 2 loaded firearms and a BB gun inside carry-on bags, all within 90 minutes. This marks the 30th firearm officers have found this year at the airport. KOMO's Karina Vargas has more from travelers.
Thousands of travelers go through TSA daily, and many are still packing their weapons in their carry-on despite not being allowed to. This year so far, officers have found 30 guns inside carry-on luggages here at SeaTac International Airport and more than 1,500 nationwide. People like Daniel Rubio, who was traveling with his dog, tells me he's worried about the possibility of a gun going off.
If they were to have it on a carry-on or even in like the stowaway and it to go off and possibly hurt my dog, that's a really bad situation.
These are some of the firearms that were found just yesterday. TSA said that sometimes people forget that they have these items in the bag, but they stress that firearms should never be brought to security checkpoints in their carry-on. People tell me everyone needs to be more mindful, especially when traveling.
It's absolutely dangerous. I mean, I'm fairly respectful of the fact that people have the right to choose whatever they want to choose. I also agree that it's a constitutional right, but I think at public spaces you just need to be careful about your choices.
Meanwhile, others tell me that even though it's frustrating waiting in line at TSA, they do feel relieved that they're not passing through.
It does take longer, and so that was frustrating, but I guess when you have instances like that having guns go through, it's better to know that you're safe going on the plane.
Aaron Schleifer, who's flying with his kids today, said that he's staying alert despite him not being surprised about the guns that were found.
We've got loaded guns everywhere. There's not much that it seems like we can do about that anymore other than hope they don't make it past TSA.
Travelers who bring a gun in a carry-on luggage through TSA could face criminal citations. TSA said even if the person has a concealed weapons permit, they have to declare the gun and ammunition before going through security. In Seattle, Karina Vargas, KOMO News.
The Tennessee Black Caucus of State Legislators is blasting the expulsion of 2 of its members from their seats. House Republicans voted yesterday to expel Representatives Justin Pearson and Justin Jones. Republican lawmakers say the 2 engaged in what they call disorderly behavior when they led gun reform chants from the House podium with a megaphone. The protests followed last month's deadly shooting at an elementary school in Nashville. Black state lawmakers say Tennessee GOP members should be ashamed of themselves.
And the fact that they continue to keep their foot on the accelerator when they knew the world was watching really just shows what this Republican Party has sunk to. New lows.
Representative Gloria Johnson also took part in the protest. She survived a move to expel her by 1 vote. When asked why she wasn't voted out when her colleagues were, she said it was because she's white and the other representatives were both black. Republican leadership denied that race was a factor in the expulsions. Vice President Kamala Harris met with those state lawmakers in Nashville today. She called their actions protesting gun violence courageous.
And they understood the importance, these 3, of standing to say that people will not be silenced.
President Biden also spoke to the representatives via video chat this afternoon. He thanked them for their leadership and invited them to visit the White House.
Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has issued a statement defending himself from revelations he accepted lavish vacations from a major Republican donor without disclosing it to the court. He says he was advised early on in his tenure that this, quote, sort of personal hospitality from close personal friends who did not have business before the court was not reportable. There are no restrictions on justices accepting travel gifts, but they have to be disclosed. Thomas says he endeavored to comply with the disclosure guidelines and that he intends to, quote, follow new guidance in the future.
Well, hi there, everybody. Finally, a drier break out there for a good-looking Good Friday. But as we head into the Easter weekend, a lot of rain coming in our direction. I'll have the forecast coming up next.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
As the saying goes, from drought to deluge. This was the first time in a long time that we're able to see scenes like this from Austin, Texas. An all-day soaking beneficial rain. Austin Bergstrom Airport set a record on Thursday of 1.88 inches. It's been since August that the area has seen a rainy day such as this, but it'll take many more to totally get out of their severe drought.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Twitter.
Well, hi there, everybody. It's a decent-looking Good Friday in that we finally were able to dry it a little bit better after a solid 36 to 48 hours of rain. Much more reminiscent of the kind of storm we'd see moving through in November instead of early April, because usually this time of year, they're quick movers. For better or for worse, we've got another slow mover that's going to stick around just in time for the holiday weekend. Starts kicking into high gear later tomorrow, and then widespread rain Saturday night all the way through Easter Sunday before it finally wants to give it up a little bit better by early next week. But the storm around the corner looks just like the one we're wrapping up right now. Finally, that drier break enjoyed at the coastline today since the storm moved into the Cascades. You can see it's still quite gray over James Island, call it there, but at least it's a little bit drier than it has been. Back over Hurricane Ridge yesterday, we didn't even look at this cam because we couldn't see a thing. It was so overcast. Today, the clouds have lifted a little bit. You see that snowy field still off the visitor center there as we're heading into spring. And speaking of snow, it's still coming down right now on the road to Paradise at Mount Rainier. Look at that high snow on either side of the highway. I'll look at the satellite and radar picture shows again. This is the storm that first arrived at the coastline Wednesday, sat over the top of the I-5 corridor all day yesterday, and it's just now finally exiting over the Cascades. Still has been quite a rainy afternoon around Morton and Mossy Rock. You see some of the snow in the higher terrain there around Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier, and the showers finally starting to let go around Snoqualmie near the falls and back toward Gilman Village and Issaquah. But all afternoon it was still pretty wet in the eastern suburbs of King County. Current temperatures across the state anywhere from the upper 40s, it looks like, around the Palouse and back into Spokane. Same goes for Quileute with upper 40s there for Forks and over the Ruby Beach area too. But look at the low 60s around the Tri-Cities, a sign that spring really is here. It's nice and mild now in the Columbia Basin. Overnight tonight, we'll start to alternate our scattered showers with the starry breaks. But here comes the rain again as we head into Saturday afternoon. Temps going right back down into the upper 40s tomorrow as well. What about Easter weekend? If you don't have plans, I've got some ideas for you. Those are coming up in just a couple of minutes.
The Biden administration calling for an end to restrictions on transgender athletes.
The proposed change to federal law and how opponents are pushing back. We'll be right back.
KOMO News is.
This week, the Supreme Court refused to allow West Virginia to enforce a state law that bans transgender women and girls from participating in female sports teams in public schools.
This comes as the Department of Education announced a proposed change to Title IX. National correspondent Ryan Smith reports, new at 6:30.
The Biden administration Thursday calling for an end to across-the-board bans on transgender student athletes, the first official counterpunch to Republican bans being implemented across the country. In a statement, Education Secretary Miguel Cardona said every student should be able to have the full experience of attending school in America, including participating in athletics free from discrimination. The proposal would still allow schools to block some trans athletes from competing on teams that match their gender identities. The administration's move would make illegal the broad bans on trans student athletes that have already passed in at least 20 states. In Congress, House Republicans are now pushing their own ban.
It is a sad reflection on society
that the federal government must step in to protect our nation's young women.
Singling out and excluding transgender athletes from school sports is detrimental to the mental health of trans students and serves no purpose but to sow division.
In 2020, Full Measure host Cheryl Atkinson reported on the issue, sitting down with 3 Connecticut high school student athletes who filed a federal lawsuit challenging that state's policy allowing students to move from the boys' team to the girls' team without undergoing hormone treatments or surgery.
Have all of you lost races and competitions to biological males?
Yes, we all have.
Okay. How many races?
Too many to count.
The transgender participation debate doesn't only center around competitive athletes. Nike is now facing boycott calls after partnering with influencer Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender woman, to promote sports bras and leggings.
It's just this total disdain that women are being treated to at the moment, and particularly in the world of sport where physiology makes so much difference.
Before the new federal rule becomes official, the Department of Education will accept comments for 30 days, but expect GOP legal challenges. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem tweeting, "President Biden will see you in court." In Washington, I'm Ryan Smith reporting.
Preston joins us from the live desk with a look at what we're working on for KOMO News at 11. Preston?
And we're working on quite a bit tonight at 11. It's going to be a busy night. Tonight at 11, we're taking a look at a federal judge's order to suspend long-time approval of a widely used abortion pill. We're taking a closer look at the action Washington State is already taking and what this means going forward. Plus,
as the search for a missing woman continues, we're learning just how critical this selfie is right here in making an arrest in this disappearance. And we're getting reaction from this woman's friends.
Shannon, we've handled miserable Easters in the past. We'll do it again this weekend, dang it.
Yes, it's looking like a rain out for many of our outdoor activities. You can still head out there as long as you have the big rainproof Easter bonnet. So much going on, including a parade in Snohomish, always a fun event. And a look at a few more that we have going on for you around here. How about the extravaganza? Always so much fun there in Puyallup. But yes, both days look wet, especially Easter Sunday itself. We'll follow that up with scattered showers that include thunder, lightning and hail into early next week, just in time for so many of our local kids to hit spring break. Finally, we do get a spring break. By the time we hit the late part of the week, upper 50s with some sunshine, but we have to wait a whole week. That happens next Friday.
The Kraken have clinched it in the Emerald City. We'll see hockey playoff action. Nico's next with a special guest as the excitement hits an all-time high.
Jen Yun. And now, the KOMO Sports Desk with Nico Tamurian, presented by Xfinity.
History made, but the story is just beginning. Playoff hockey on its way to Climate Pledge Arena. Joining me live in studio tonight, the TV voice of the Seattle Kraken, John Forslund. And John, how are you feeling today?
Isn't that great?
It's amazing just to say that.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I mean, how could you not be? And I'm so happy for our fans. They're going to get a chance to see playoff hockey, Nico, which is second to none. You got to see it to believe it, and it's just it ratchets up just a notch higher than the regular season, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
That's just it. I mean, playoff hockey is its own animal. We already see the atmosphere at Climate Pledge Arena, and to see it in that form, what a reward for this team, because we saw last year, obviously it was a struggle, and to come back the way they did.
Well, it was a struggle, wins and losses, and it was below expectation for some. But I think the management knew the plan that was in place. And in the first year, there were a lot of real good positive signs, and I'm around them every day. I get to see them practice every day. So I know how hard they've worked to get here. And it's remarkable, the players that came back for the second year and the new additions that were added to this roster. The blend was great. Their road record's outstanding. Their home record has shown improvement in the second half, which is good. But this building will be electric in the Stanley Cup playoffs. This will be a tough place for the opponents to come in and play. But what I like about the Kraken too, Nico, is they win as a team. As cliche as that sounds, every player has a contribution. You don't find scoring balance with many teams like this, high scoring balance like they have. So this season has been an unbelievable experience.
And maybe the answer here is the same thing. To me, what's special about this team is what you mentioned. They're just a real there's a real chemistry there.
Yeah.
They built character over this last year. What would it be to you? What is so special about this team?
Well, I think for the guys that are back for the second year, there's a built-in tightness. I mean, they went through a COVID season, right? And that was hard for them to bond. You take 23 new players, put them in a locker room and say, okay, become a team, but you have isolation, restriction, home and away. So that was difficult. So when those guys came back, they were used to the city, used to each other. There was an energy surrounding training camp from the very first day. But then you have to bring the new faces in and see how they blend. And that's been exceptional. So from the beginning of the season, there's been a harmony there. You're around the team too. You know some of the guys. They're terrific individuals. And I think right now, last night was an early pinnacle. Because if you watch them leave the ice, there's work ahead. They all know that. And this roster has many players who have won the Stanley Cup. So they'll go in kind of under the radar as a so-called expansion team. But there's real Stanley Cup experience on the roster.
What do they have to do to maybe get to that level, that Stanley Cup level this year?
Win 4 games 4 times. How's that?
I
right?
like that.
That's as simple as that.
It's as simple as
but
that.
But it's a 2-month journey, but I think they just have to play the same way. They don't have to change much. They know their identity. They found their identity early in the season. That's not easy for a team. So I think that's all they have to do. Pretty simple. You want to have great goaltending. That's always a key in any playoff series, no matter how the generations have changed the game. That's always been a staple. So we'll see where it goes.
Well, John Forslund, hopefully you're here when you say that's Kraken hockey for the next 2 months.
That's Kraken hockey, baby.
We love
you got
that.
It.
Thank you so much. We want to check in on the Mariners. They're back on the winning track as well. They were down 3-0 to Cleveland. Entered J.P. Crawford. Look at this in the 5th inning. JP gets the scoring started, lacing it down the left field line. A run scores. Mariners on the board at 3-1. JP's not done. Not by a long shot. Another base hit. This one to the gap in right center. Jared Kelnick scores, and we're all tied up at 3. Crawford driving in those runs was huge, but here comes the difference. It's Julio Rodriguez, the game-winning home run. His 30th in his career. Mariners win 5-3 over to Cleveland.
Good day for sports. Great to see John in the studio.
Yeah.
How
Love
cool.
John.
Thanks so much for watching. See you back here at 11.
See you later.